I've been trying to make this video all day, and the neighbor is getting their roof done. They're almost done. The struggle. Hello everyone, it's Rachel. Welcome to another video. All day long, man. This is a neutral event. It is neither positive or negative. It is a neutral event, and it is all on how I react to it. Do you guys follow Love Joy Paradise on TikTok? Okay, we're going to be talking about my favorite crystals in the month of November, and it was a weird month for me crystal-wise. All at the same time, I didn't use crystals, but I used so many crystals. There were so many days in November when I picked up a random crystal, carried it from one day, and then put it down. I did that with Azumar. I did it with red calcite. There's actually like a whole pile of them. They all ended up in my closet. How distracting is this? I've been waiting all day. Like, I thought they were almost done. This is neutral. What lesson could this be teaching me? I could have made this video the other day, but I chose to put it off and wait. So now I'm already late. Now I have to get it done, and now I'm in this position where it's not working out. You know, never put off until tomorrow what you can do today, right? That's the thing. I mean, I'm a few days into December right now, technically. We had a huge eclipse last night. Things are weird today. Okay, so like I was saying, I picked up a lot of crystals this month, but I didn't use the same crystals over and over again the way I usually do. So overall, this month was much more like sporadic for me. Like I was in so many different places at once. But there was one in particular that I wore almost every day in the month, and then there were other ones that I did use a few times. I'm just noting that it was like a very different month for me. So the first one I'm going to talk about, God, when did I actually put this on? I can go back and look on Patreon and see what date I actually picked this up, because I posted something about it there. Like I randomly thought about Brookite one morning. It's Brookite, by the way. Brookite. It's so tiny. I'll put a better video in here for you. I thought about it randomly one morning, and then I was like, oh my God, I have to put it on. And I went and found my piece, which I haven't touched in probably over a year. Like I had a very strong reaction to it when I first got it. And I think I put that video on Patreon too. And then I just ignored it. There's just chaos around me right now. There's so much chaos. It's a lesson I've been learning lately though, that part of me really thrives in chaos. I've been doing a lot of reframing this month, looking at things in a different light, in a more like positive light. Every situation is neutral. It's neither positive or negative. What is going on? There are sirens. Dude, what a day. What a day. Okay, well. So Brookite. Brookite. It awakens the higher chakras, brings them into alignment. It is good for interdimensional communication. It's good for the third eye and the crown and any etheric chakras from 8 to 14. It encourages calm, stable self-awareness. Brookite enables one to reach an expanded state where it can communicate and commune with beings on higher vibrational levels. It teaches one the nature of the higher levels of consciousness vibration. It can help one gain the cosmic perspective that allows one to see even unpleasant situations as beneficial to growth. Shut the fuck up right now. Like, you can't plan this stuff. What? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. It is inspirational and energizing, assisting one in overcoming old patterns and moving ahead to greater inner development. I have been trying so hard to break old patterns and to get out of this weird time loop that I feel like I'm in. Like, we as people. I'm sorry, this might be a really weird video. I have reached this new state of myself, and I just don't have any room for like the bullshit anymore. I'm just so tired of like tiptoeing around things and being afraid of offending people or people thinking that I'm crazy. Like, it's just, look around you. Like, look around you. The world is what is crazy. This is a completely unrelated rant, but I've been super into looking at the way we look at time. And we all know that time doesn't exist, right? If you didn't know, hello, time doesn't exist. And we are forced into this time loop by repeating the same things over and over, like holidays. This year especially, I've had such an attitude about the holidays. I'm like, no, stop forcing this on me. It doesn't even make sense. I've always, like, Thanksgiving came and went, right? I've always hated Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is just about being around family, which I was always uncomfortable around my family, and eating food in front of people. I don't like eating when I'm uncomfortable. I don't like eating in front of people I'm uncomfortable around. I don't like eating the food I grew up thinking I had to eat. Like, we're all sitting around this dead animal on the table. Like, little Rachel's not having it. I've always hated Thanksgiving. And now, like, Thanksgiving is such a made up holiday. Do you even know what actually happened on Thanksgiving? Probably not. I'm not trying to be negative or spread negativity or take away people's happy perceptions of holidays, but dude, I'm just questioning everything. And I mean, I'm past the point of questioning it. I'm over it. And the whole Christmas thing, and where these dates fall are very like powerful days energetically that we could tap into something, but we're so distracted. We are so distracted by all of the rules that we have to follow in society, like giving people presents and doing that. Like, there's this list of things you're supposed to do, right? And I don't want to do them. I want to be free from this. I don't want anything to do with it anymore. And like, also on the same line, birthdays, I have been so angry lately when people try to bring up age or they try to tell me that I'm old or something like that. And I'm just like, yo, like, keep that to yourself. I don't identify with that. Yesterday morning, I was like in my head and I was like, you know what? I literally don't identify with age anymore. I don't identify with age. I am not an age. I feel a certain way in my spirit. I mean, I even look a certain way. I am not that age. No. And I was like, I've just decided when people ask me how old I am, I don't identify with age anymore. I'm a millennial and I do identify with that in the way that most millennials have this Pluto placement in Scorpio, which means we're gonna, blow everything up one of these days in a good way. But what made me think I could make a video in today's energy? I don't know. So then I decided that yesterday afternoon, I saw a TikTok where this guy was literally talking about how birthdays are spells and that birthdays are rituals with spells in them that you start at a young age with the fire, and you're making a kid blow out a candle, and how old are you? Like, you're making them proclaim out loud that they're aging. Dude, the whole thing was like, this is what I've been talking about. Oh my God. But seriously, that's what I've been talking about. There are just so many traps around us, and I'm trying to step outside of all the traps. Let's get back to crystals. So, the next crystal that I was very connected to last month was amethyst. And if you have been following me for any length of time, you have probably never seen me talk about amethyst. I think I talked about it once when I had a backache specifically. I am just not usually an amethyst person. It's not something I'm drawn to. It's not something I ever feel like I need. It's something that I appreciate as beautiful, but when I see it, I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. I'm not like, ooh, I need it. And it's funny how the world works, because I was actually gifted amethyst twice last month. I was gifted an amethyst bracelet and I wore it every single day until I broke it. I will be fixing it because I really enjoyed it. And I feel like I have been working on my crown chakra a lot. I have been connecting in like a lot of different ways this month, and I've just been doing a lot of energy work. I've been doing a lot of kundalini and just different breathing exercises and different somatic movements to get trauma out of my body. I've been working a lot on energy and moving it and playing with it. And I think it's interesting that I was wearing crystals that were good for my crown chakra, and then I was led to do those things. So, crown chakra, this I was also gifted last month. It might have been the month before. I can't remember the exact date, but this looks like citrine, I'm sure, but if you really look at it, it's heat-treated amethyst, which is how a lot of citrine is made, but I feel like we're kind of like moving past that stage. Like, there's so much information out there now. People are learning that this actually isn't citrine. Let's just stop calling it citrine. Let's just stop doing this, okay? But I have this beautiful amethyst crown now. And I have been wearing it specifically sometimes in the mornings when I go outside and I'm pulling my cards. But also, I'm going to talk about this person again, Lovejoy Paradise on TikTok. It has just been like changing the way my mind works. And in passing, he said something about dressing up for the sunset every night. And so I started doing that. I did it for a couple of weeks. I would get dressed up for the sunset, and that looked it looked a few different ways, which maybe I'll show you. So I would usually wear this out to my sunsets on the porch and let the photons of light teach me things. Wearing amethyst maintains the inner space of one's body and energy field in a state of balance and well-being. For spiritual protection, amethyst works especially well when combined with multivite, which I don't think I wore this month at all. I found myself specifically picking up fluorite and putting it in my pocket this month quite a few times. And I mean, of course, fluorite can do so many great things for you. It's great for like focus, concentration, studying, remembering things. But years ago, this woman came to me and like she just had to tell me this. And it's something that I had already read, but something about her coming to me and telling me this made it stick in my head in such a way. And she said, you know, fluorite puts a complete shield around you so no one can find your energetic signature, don't you? So now it's always in the back of my head when I pick up fluorite. I'm like, is someone trying to like harm me? I don't know. I just, when I have the urge to pick up fluorite and put it in my pocket, I don't question it, I just do it. And I did that quite a few times this month with this piece, and I know there was another piece too, but I don't know which piece. But I also, so in this room there's a beautiful fluorite tower, and I came in here and petted him this month, which I haven't done in such a long time. Hello, gorgeous. I love this tower. Is it dark in here? I'm sorry, like I said, I had to wait all day to make this video. There's like a dog crying outside. What is going on? You know what I don't get? I don't get how people don't believe in chemtrails when there's literally like a grid in the sky. Now they're leaf blowing the roof, so this is fun. You know what? I'm not bored today. Okay, we're talking about fluorite. Ooh, it helps you get rid of anxiety about the future. It helps you think clearly and make important discriminations regarding the kinds of energies and people one will allow into one's world. This crystal was not just a this month thing. I have had this under my pillow for a couple of months maybe. A great friend that I have made on here mentioned to me about blue kyanite being good for remembering your dreams. And since he told me that, I have been sleeping with blue kyanite around me pretty much all the time. Sometimes it's on my bedside table, but it's been under my pillow this month. Did I talk about this last month already? Maybe. But it really has been helping me in dream world. Like, I'm still not waking up and like remembering everything that happened in my dreams, but it keeps getting me closer. It's like a muscle that I am growing, and I've really been enjoying it, and I don't see myself stopping doing this at all. It's not something I've been using during the day, just sleeping with. Aids in dissolving repeating dysfunctional emotional patterns. I feel like that kind of fits in with my whole wanting to get out of this time loop with the holidays and the calendar and all of that. Blue kyanite can link the physical, astral, and casual bodies, catalyzing full consciousness in waking, dreaming, and dreamless sleep. One must work at this, but it is well worth it when the goal is achieved. Dude, everything I'm saying today is just... Okay, there's one more crystal. Specifically this one. I was very drawn to rose quartz this month, but specifically this one. Like, I had this in a grid, and one day I was just like, I need to hug this. I need to lay in bed and hug it. And since that day, it has lived beside my bed, and I've been spending large amounts of time hugging it. And you know, as I'm laying here with this, it feels so comforting, both as rose quartz, but also the weight of it. It's like a weighted blanket, and I feel like everything that we just talked about. Oh my gosh, my hair saved my crown. What a weird day. What a weird day. But with everything we were just talking about and how much I've been trying to connect, everything is like a muscle that you have to practice, even patience and acceptance and going with the flow, because it might be easy the first 3 times, but after it happens 70 times, it might get a little more annoying. You just have to practice. Practice not letting things get to you, and you become like rock solid in yourself. Instead of feeling yourself getting more and more frustrated, feel yourself getting stronger and stronger, because that's what's happening. If you don't let that take over. Don't be reactive, be proactive. Take what is happening and use it to your advantage to grow. whatever it is in life. When I do that, it means that wasn't me. Okay, it's getting a little quieter. I feel like I needed the calmness and soothing nature of this on myself so much because I was dredging up so much and trying to fix so much and trying to work on so much. Like I said, moving the energy around and just like really, I've been working on a lot of things and like internally, and that can get exhausting emotionally. And I feel like that's why I needed this big one. You know what I just realized? I'm always holding crystals up to my ear. It's something that I'm like led to do all the time and I've never thought about it. Huh. If you are still here, you are a rock star. This video is, or maybe you have ADHD, in which case this might be perfect content for you. I've always wanted hair this curly. Wigs are amazing. You can be whoever you want on whatever day you want. All right, guys, that's, I think we're just gonna call it quits here. That's, oh no, I have more, I just remembered. Okay, so I had my Angelite bracelets in my van, packed away all the way from when I went on my little trip. And they were in there for like a solid month or so. And then I finally went and got them out one day. And since then, I have not taken these Angelite bracelets off. The rose quartz and Angelite, I just added like yesterday. But these two Angelite bracelets and this Amazonite, I actually went out there to get the Amazonite and I saw these and I put all of them on and they really haven't left my side since. I forgot how much I loved them and I really needed them, and I feel more whole and complete when I'm wearing my Angelite bracelets, even though the Amazonite led me out there, and I'm really enjoying it too. And I mean, how beautiful is the color of Amazonite? It's just, that's officially it. They're coming back on this side of the house, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye. Thank you so much for sitting through this, everybody. I hope your month went great last month. I hope your next month goes great. We're almost done with this year, and 2022 is gonna change everything. So just hold on for the ride, okay? I love you.